Welcome, seekers of the truth, to the Magical Services channel. So, this is going to be an all signs reading for the general collective in regards to this beautiful day of Friday, December 5th, 2025, while the moon is still in a full moon state, but waning. And so, the reading will have an accent on love and career. So, with no further ado, let's get into it. So, as I said, the moon is now waning and it is in Gemini. So, following the full illumination that peaked earlier, a moment where truths were exposed, choices sharpened, and emotional clarity cut through illusions in every direction. As the light decreases, the message becomes more precise, more strategic, and more aligned with real movement. So, let's talk about the bodies in the sky then and how they affect us. So the collective mind is awake. The moon is in Gemini and it's in a waning phase. So the collective mind is now awake, fast, analytical, and hungry for stimulus. Conversations, decisions, and dualities show up everywhere. The waning phase converts the full moon climax into strategic adjustments. Love, uh, matters are also affected by the state. So this moon brings clarifying conversations, emotional honesty through dialogue, and revelations about who speaks with truth and who speaks with manipulation. And so relationships built on communication strengthen. Those built on silence feel the pressure to evolve or dissolve. And in career, expect a sharper strategy, clearer networking opportunities, strong performance in communication driven fields, immediate feedback loops around recent work or decisions. This is the moment to refine, correct, optimize, and adjust. And then we have the Sun in Sagittarius. So the theme becomes expanded vision. The collective drive is toward growth, truth, future, possibility, and optimism. But optimism isn't a mood, it's a tool. In terms of love, that means relationships demand honesty and expression, no tolerance for confinement. Connections move toward a higher purpose, shared goals, emotional independence, intellectual or spiritual compatibility. And in career, the sun amplifies risk taking, bold ideas, broadcasting, teaching, publishing, and visibility, the courage to step into a bigger field. So the global tone would be to aim further, act bigger, and don't shrink. Now, the planet Mercury is also affecting us as it is in Scorpio. So the theme becomes deep mental penetration. So communication carries weight, words cut, truth surfaces. The collective mind is strategic, surgical, and uninterested in superficiality. In terms of love, expect intense private conversations, confessions, secrets coming to light, psychological merging, or psychological confrontation. People want depth, not games. In terms of career, this transit supports research analysis, strategic planning, uncovering hidden opportunities, identifying weaknesses in current plans. This is a mastermind's Mercury, perfect for precision work. And then we have Venus in Sagittarius, so attraction through freedom becomes the theme. Love expands, desire moves toward adventure, authenticity, and truth. The collective heart wants movement, stimulation, and liberty. And in love, themes include openness, long distance connections, dynamic chemistry, lovers who encourage growth rather than control. Feeling stagnant, Venus pushes for renewal. So, in career, creativity flourishes through honest self expression, global reach, cross cultural or international projects, bold aesthetic or stylistic risk. Visibility rises when expression becomes unapologetic. And then we have Mars in Sagittarius, so action through expansion becomes the theme. The collective action drive is fiery, impulsive, and adventurous. Momentum intensifies today. In terms of love, Mars sparks bold approaches, direct attraction, passionate pursuit, decisive choices, yes or no, no more gray zones type energy. This is pursuit energy, not passive longing. And in terms of career, Mars provides a high motivation, breakthrough moments, courage to launch, momentum behind risks, rapid feedback on efforts. So forward movement is rewarded now. And then we have Jupiter in Cancer. So the theme becomes emotional expansion. Jupiter magnifies emotional intelligence, home matters, and inner security themes. So in love, relationships expand through emotional safety, nurturing energy, deeper bonding, shared vulnerability. It magnifies softness and caretaking. And in career, this transit amplifies family businesses, emotional branding, humanitarian work, decisions rooted in long-term security. Stability is the new wealth. And we have Saturn in Pisces, so spiritual structure is also a theme. Discipline merges with intuition. Reality blends with vision. The collective is learning to build structures based on meaning, not just a material function. In terms of love, commitment deepens where spiritual connection exists. Unrealistic fantasies dissolve. And in terms of career, Saturn supports long term projects, mastery through intuition, disciplined creativity, stabilizing chaotic environments. Slow progress, but real progress. And then we have Uranus in Taurus, so value revolution is a theme. The world is rethinking what has value: money, stability, self worth, and systems. In love, relationships shift around independence, personal values, unexpected changes in affection or attachment. In career, expect innovation in financial strategies, digital markets, personal branding, material resources. So break outdated models. And then we have Neptune in Pisces, so illusions unravel. Spiritual fog clears, deceptions reveal themselves. But because Neptune is retrograde, this spiritual fog clearing and deceptions revealing themselves will first happen inward before expressing outward. However, in love, fantasy collapses where it cannot support real emotional truth. In career, deceptive pathways or confusing goals dissolve so clearer direction emerges. And then we have Pluto in Aquarius, so collective power shift is a theme. The global psyche transforms. Power moves to the people, to innovation, to networks, to unconventional thinkers. In love, connections evolve toward individuality, intellectual intimacy, and psychological empowerment. In career, Pluto magnifies global influence, digital empire building, revolutionary ideas, mastery of collective systems. This is the era of powerful voices. So, supreme synthesis in regards to love and career for this day would be that in love, this waning full moon phase brings clarity, truth, honest conversations, bold choices, and the dissolving of illusions. The energy shifts relationships toward intellectual compatibility, emotional honesty, growth oriented partnerships, freedom, truth, and psychological depth. Love becomes sharper, truer, and more enlightened. And in career, the collective energy now supports communication driven success, risk taking, expansion, strategic thinking, the dissolution of weak structures, building stronger, more aligned professional paths. So the moment is ideal for refinement, optimization, bold visibility, and smart decision making. So this waning full moon is not a decrease of power. It is precision power. So it is a sharpening of power, a sharpening of focusing, a turning of emotional illumination into strategic action. So that's what I had for you all today, collective. If you enjoyed it, please do like this video and or share this video and or comment this video and or subscribe to our channel so you get first dibs on future uploads. And as always, I do personal divination readings for folks with geomancy and or tarot, and I also do personal astrology charts for folks. And personal astrology charts are seriously awesome for everything. Um, I mean, you should get a personal chart done before you get a tarot reading done, before you even get a divination done, because the personal chart is what is going to reveal the underlying structure of your life, so you can see what energies are acting on you. And so, as far as the charts go, you could do a simple natal chart to see how you are the way you are, or why you are the way you are. Or you could do a synastry reading to see the energy between you and a significant other, how you all affect one another, and if you all are indeed compatible or not. Or you could do a composite reading too to see the actual energy of the relationship that is created between you and a significant other as if it were an entity of its own. Um, all those are fun things that can be done with personal charts. And also, you could have a very important date, a very important appointment, a very important relevant event that's going to go down at some point that is already known, some place and time that is already known. Now you could do a chart to see how the stars are going to be aligning for that particular event. So you can see how they'll be affecting you, the event, and if the event would even be a good idea, and your best tactical, strategic, and surgical moves in regards to the event. So really, personal charts are awesome for literally all aspects of your life. Um, and I also do I also do spells for folks. So if you feel like any of those are things that you could benefit from in your life, please do contact me. I will make that happen as soon as possible. My email should be down below in the contact section, but you could also befriend me on Facebook if you're on that platform. And the channel name is the exact same name as this one, Magical Services, and that way we can share direct messages too if that is more your style. Um, in the meantime, thanks very much for being here. Until the next time, blessings.